What is your job and how much do you get paid?
As someone who was just happy he makes $15 an hour, entering this thread was a mistake.
Entrepreneur, negative 10K per year.
I work in a steel mill that heats steel bars to a certain hardness. I get paid $18 an hour and so far we haven't had anyone die for a year. That's a record.
Work for a family of iron foundries. We had our first death in my 11 years here 2 years ago and it was awful. The death itself was not particularly gruesome, but the crap around it was. It was not our employee, it was a temp. He was doing something he shouldn't and was pinned by a casting and had a heart attack before he could be released. We notified the temp agency who refused to either contact his family or allow us to do the same. We didn't have that information made available to us. They didn't find out until the next day. They are of course our ex-temp agency. The family was rightly super pissed.
Nuclear plant electrician 50 an hour, 130 to 150K a year depending on OT, bonus. Moving into an operations role in the plant soon.
Homer.
It's pronounced nuke you, blar.
CDL truck driver doing roll-off dumpsters for $20 per hour.
I'm a roll-off driver too in NYC, but I'm a Teamster member and our contract is $38 an hour and going up to $40 in January. With OT, we get around $130,000 a year plus medical and pension contributions 100% paid by employer. It's a lot harder in NYC, but $20 is low in my opinion. We do a lot of crazy switches where cars are literally parked against the containers and we have to get them out and put the fresh ones in. Speed in the maneuvers is where it's at for us. I never do a 6-way switch if I don't have to. Chain the full box up and pull it out so I can drop the new one in. Usually those switches take me 4 to 5 minutes total. 6-ways are annoying as hell on the busy Manhattan streets.
Inspect nuclear reactors under contract, $100K per year but only work 10 weeks a year. Edit, here is a short video, link.
I do whatever needs to be done around the warehouse that doesn't require a forklift. $19 per hour.
Any reason you don't have a forklift license? If there is no medical reason, seems like a good way to boost your pay rate once experienced.
Electrical substation design engineer, $126,000 per year.
WTF. I am a junior electrical substation design engineer. €33.800 per year.
Master of the custodial arts. $17.50 per h.
Some men just want to watch the world sparkle.
Officer on a container ship, work about 6 months out of the year and make about $120K. For the most part my job is looking out a window at some waves.
Do you enjoy what you do? If I could go back I think this is what I'd want. But I would imagine work-life balance is awful, having a family if applicable.
I do enjoy it, just being on the water is relaxing. It's better as a young single guy not really having any expenses and then being off with no commitments for a few months at a time. I don't plan on doing it forever as having a family would be difficult. Just doing it for enough years to experience things and set myself up early with no debts and maybe a house.
Private jet captain. Varies with overtime, but this year will be around $360,000.
Well damn. Hell yeah.
Medical coder, make $31 per hour, about $65K annually.
Is that the same as medical coding and billing? With the ICD-10 codes and all that?
Vet tech, $15 per hour in Utah. Getting a raise later this month though.
I work at a recycling plant. I get $35 an hour to stand at a conveyor belt picking out glass. Edit. Should have stated when I wrote the comment that I live in Australia, so that would be $25 USD roughly. While I have people's attention, I would like to use this platform to ask people to please be mindful of what goes into your recycling bins. Diapers, food and plastic wrappers do not belong in the recycling bin.
I have seen videos of people doing that. It's not as easy as you made it sound lol. You are humble. Those belts look like they are going super effing fast and a lot of people do not know how to recycle properly.
Paraprofessional at an elementary school in a classroom with students who have autism. I get paid $19.70 an hour plus a $70 monthly stipend for helping the kids with toilet duties.
As the father of an autistic son, you should be getting paid way effing more for this. Thank you for helping children like mine.
NYC roll-off dumpster driver under a Teamster union contract. $40 an hour in January plus medical and pension paid 100% by my employer. There's guaranteed overtime too, so gross around $130,000 plus the other perks. We also get a $100K severance payout the day we retire. I have a bachelor's in business, but fell in love with being outside all day. I also sell scrap metal if I can collect it, and I have a thriving eBay business from other things I find in the dumpsters. Made another 20 to 25K doing that on the side. Edit. Here's my eBay statement from PST 90 days, link.
I do research with brain cells, HIV, cocaine, and fentanyl. $29,500 per year aka tilde $14 per hour. Yes, I'm sad that this is what a master's degree got me. I work at a small tech company doing any random thing they want. I make $90K.
Any technical expertise?
Strip club DJ. Gross around $65,000 doing 3 nights a week.
Air ambulance pilot helicopter. $80,000 a year.
Dude, you're being underpaid.
I'm a bum and get $120 a week donating plasma, but plot twist, I have an interview at the plasma place tomorrow. Edit. I want to thank everyone for the outpouring support in the comments. I'm doing my best to respond to everyone. It's good to know there's nice people out there.
Best comment here. Good luck, homie.
Thanks bro, appreciate you.
Teacher in Zimbabwe $150 United States dollars per month. Edit. Thank you guys so much for the messages and awards. Feels great to be appreciated. $150 is not enough in Zimbabwe. We're just living by day like birds. Political and economic situation is very bad. Edit. Let me give you guys a rough breakdown of my monthly expenses. Water bill $20. Electricity bill $20. Rent $30 per room. Groceries, food $60. Funeral policy $6 per person. Medical aid, can't afford. Kids' school fees $120 every 3 months. Data $20 for 8 gigabytes. Transport $15. Car insurance $40 every 4 months. So most of the times 1 or 2 things are lagging behind. It's a hard life.
Interesting. Very different to most people here. How do you find it?
Air traffic controller, around $100,000. Edit. I am getting a ton of questions. Might have to do an AMA. Edit number 2, AMA is live on our AMA.
I've heard that's a super stressful job. Any truth to that?
Day to day, it is surprisingly routine. The real stress comes from internal politics, some external too, frequently changing rules that make 0 sense, and shift work. It can also get stressful during bad weather and emergencies.
UPS package sorter at a warehouse, $22 an hour plus time and a half pay for anything over 5-hour shift in a single day. So for example, one shift is 5 hours. If I work 2 shifts in a row, the second one would be $33 an hour. Unlimited overtime too, so if I really wanted to, I could triple shift every day for an entire week. That would be like 15 hours straight every day working though, and get a month's worth of money in a single check.
I'm quite small, approximately 120 pounds, 5 feet 1 female, but I was looking into this job. Do you think it's something I'd be able to do? I know that's very subjective, but I guess what I mean is, what's the heaviest you typically have to lift, move?
Geez, this thread makes me feel like I failed in life.
Professor, STEM, $85 minus $105K per year depending on grants I bring in.
You wouldn't happen to be the Professor Eggplant _Wizard 12 that I have heard so much about? I'm a lab analyst for a microbiology lab, doing sample testing and environmental monitoring in a germ-free environment where hospital DG are made. I make $18 an hour. Not bad. But the stress of the job combined with the fact that it's on the low end of the wage of these sort of jobs means I'm looking for other options.
Restaurant manager for a well-known restaurant, $75,000 base salary and $20 to $25K in annual bonuses.
You mean like Hooters? I have no idea what you mean by restaurant if it's not that LMAO.
Custodian $24 per hour government, union job with benefits and pension. Obligatory. Oh wow, this blew up smiley face. Thanks guys.
Freelance video editor, $500 to $600 per day. Bad year I make 40 to 50k per year. Great year are 95k minus 110 kelvins.
I'm here scouting for jobs with good pay.
Me too. Not having super reassurance. EMT 15 per hour. Edit, you guys need to realize I'm on the high end. 15 per hour is starting wage here and that's freaking nuts. I seriously met a guy who worked 20 plus years as an advanced EMT over in Tennessee and he was legit making $10.50 an hour. The dude was 48 on, 24 off. Actually y'all think I'm doing rough? Check out Wildland Firefighters, haha.
The real tragedy of our times. Jobs like this are so undervalued.
College student. Get paid minus $20,000.
Actuary. About 110k base before bonus.
I'm a university student and I have a part-time job as a lifeguard. I get paid $23 an hour, which is pretty good.
I am a paraprofessional in an elementary school. I spend most of my time in a self-contained kindergarten 5th grade classroom of mostly non-verbal students with autism. Occasionally I float to other classrooms. I make around 20k a year. I love my job, but the pay is insulting. ...
You can mow lawns and make more than that, skeptical smiley face.
Walmart stocker, $15 per hour, about $20,000 a year.
Litigator, $225,000.
Drive yard truck for Walmart. Make 10k a month or 120k a year.
I watched a video about trucking where the guy said that Walmart was one of the greatest companies to work for as a trucker. Is that so?
Very true. Many OTR drivers make over 6 figures and still go home every night. I don't go off property. I stay in the yard and just move trailers all day. Base pay is $30 an hour for me, but I also work 30 hours extra OT a week at $43.55. On top of that we get $500 bounds every 2 weeks. I'm unsure of benefits of OTR drivers, but they do make crazy money. On the other hand, they are also held to a higher standard than most other OTR drivers out there. They run a very healthy but tight ship. Trucks are maintained great and always have new tech logistics-wise. I'm not a truck driver, I just move the trailers in a 2021 Autocar X Spotter.
Doc around $190 per hour per diem rate or $310,000-ish salaried.
I like how Reddit is the place where 100k per year and $4 per hour people meet. I think, outside the Chinese restaurant, this is the only place these two groups meet. It's always nice to see the higher paid users appreciate the work of and offer advice to the lower paid users in the same fields, especially when that advice is, you're underpaid, do this to fix it. Solidarity among colleagues. Agency, travel, nurse $81.50 per hour, $130 per hour OT.
Street magician. It depends, location and season are the biggest factors. I can make anywhere from $300 to $3k a week.
Artificial intelligence, computer vision. About $230,000. Edit, to answer some questions without doxing myself. Less than 1 YOE in industry. PhD in related field from a very well-known school. Background in remote sensing and robotics, used to do a lot of stuff for NASA. Average maybe 30 hours a week. Sometimes more. Not cars, geospatial intelligence. Yes, my company is hiring. If you have SWE and or CV experience with geospatial data, feel free to send a resume, can scrub personal info, don't care, and I can tell you if it's worth pursuing.
Same field, same pay. I wonder if we work for the same company.
Chipotle GM, $58k per year. Edit, people really don't understand that different states have different pay scales and standards of living.
I'm a farmer. My earnings are flirting with the breadline, but I have very little bills and my life is overall very happy and fulfilling. Edit. Thanks for the awards, guys. Edit 2. Just for context. I'm talking small farm, olive grove with ancient trees on the side of a mountain, a veggie patch and all sorts of fruit trees and bushes. No, I'm not in the US and I don't receive government subsidies. No, I don't own huge farming equipment. I do have a small oil mill which I love. I don't have a tractor either. It would be useless on terraced land. I sell my products at the farmer's market and to small shops around my area, not to the food industry. Edit 3. My office view link.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
I just started a new job as a software engineer with $384K total comp. To be honest, I don't really know what to do with most of my money besides caring for my aging parents and saving. I feel very lucky and privileged to be here.
Hey, it's me, brother.
Carpenter here, $67 an hour with including my benefits. Edit. Had some people saying I am lying, I am union. Here is the proof. Link.
13-year-old here, I take out the trash and take out of the dishwasher at home and get paid $78 a month or $936 a year by my mum.
Damn, I did that for free. Should have changed employers.
Damn, reading some of these posts of people with really important jobs with very fancy degrees makes me feel drastically overpaid. I'm a dog walker, pet sitter, gal Friday, $25 minus $50 per HR. I average about $75K a year. Wear yoga pants and t-shirts to work every day, listen to my AirPods and do my Pimsleur while working, leave time in the middle of the day between my appointments for my violin, cello lessons each week, and am usually stoned most of the day. Love my job. No real benefits, so paying for those myself eats into my profit margin, but the total lack of stress or any type of management for my line of work totally makes up for it. I honestly don't feel like I work. It feels like I wake up and F around all day for really good money. Edit. I am not super hot. When I first started doing this I weighed well over 300 pounds. It was my personality that landed me my jobs. I've long since lost the weight, but it certainly wasn't my looks that helped me succeed in this kind of work. Not even super hot now that I've lost the weight. I'm average. Edit 2. Gal Friday equals personal assistant, errand runner. Examples of things a Gal Friday might do. 1. Take dog to vet for yearly checkup shots. 2. Return Amazon packages. 3. Ride for child under 18 to event. Ride shares won't take unaccompanied minors. 4. Drop off, pick up things at friends, family houses. Edit 3. Lots of the same questions, so here are the answers. 1. I work in Dallas and live about 45 minutes away for cheaper living cost. I don't mind the commute. I do Audible on the way. I spend about $300 per month in gas and average 3 hours drive time a day. 2. I love my clients. I don't work for assholes. I even visited several of them on Thanksgiving. One replier pretty much nailed it in that they are paying for their trust in me. I love the animals more. I have several clients who have me in their will that if something happens to them their pet goes to me. 3. Of course they all know I smoke. I'm their connect. 4. I was adopted and raised by my grandparents who stressed saving and investing. Opened my first retirement account at 15. I'm also child-free. Both if these facts have me on track to retire at 45. 5. I am thoroughly aware at how freaking lucky I am, but don't think it didn't take work. I had to work a lot of low-paying crappy jobs while building up my client base. I spent months passing out business cards by hand on every free day I had. It is easy work once you get it, but building a solid client base takes a while. 6. To get started in this all you have to do is have some business cards made up, I use Zazzle, and go to shopping centers in wealthy areas and stick them under windshield wipers, and second if you are in the US sign up for care.com. There are tons of job postings. 7. The client that paid me so much to stay overnight usually only has me walk the dogs while he's away. He had me stay this time because one is pregnant and if there was an issue he wanted me there to get her to the vet. Usually I just do their bedtime walk, go home, and am back the next day for their morning walk. 8. Hell yes, I always charge by the hour. I'm not taking $50 per night for pet sitting. You want 8 to 10 hours of my time? You're paying for it. I love the animals I work with, but at the end of the day I'd still rather be home with my own pets. So you will pay me for every minute I give to you instead of myself. 9. How I handle insurance and benefits. Again, I had to get creative. Thankfully my parents talked me into getting a cancer insurance plan with Mutual of Omaha when I was 22. I encourage everyone under 30 to get one. The younger you are the cheaper it is, and once you sign the contract that's your monthly cost. As long as you don't fall behind on payments it's set for life. It does not ride with inflation. My policy gives me $250,000 the second I'm diagnosed with cancer. Just a straight check. Then I had a customized international healthcare plan with Cigna that covers pretty much anything. You'll have to call them directly to set it up. The online options are for travelers. So if I get sick, my plan is to apply for a medical visa to Canada, super easy to get. Usually 2 weeks and you can go to the country before approval, and get treated over there. I have a cheap Obamacare plan that covers emergencies like a major accident. I also have a long-term disability insurance plan. So all told I spend about $315 a month for full coverage insurance. I opened up my Roth IRA at 15 and have maxed it out every year since then. The market over the past 22 years has done very well for me. The thing about compound interest is the earlier you start investing, the less you need to invest every month. My grandparents set me up for success. If I didn't have their guidance, I would need to work a higher paying job with benefits to be able to retire at 45. 10. It is very hard for men to get into this business if they are not very feminine. It's not fair, but that's the way it is. I will say that once you land that first client who is willing to be a reference, it is easier to get hired. Still, this will never be a male-dominated field. Sadly. 11. Lol, guys, I don't have magic cards. I cannot believe the amount of replies and DMs asking me what my business cards look like. All business cards are essentially the same. Name, services provided, and contact info. I literally buy whatever card is cheapest when I need to restock. Design has nothing to do with it. Your character references and how you conduct yourself during your interview are what will land you the jobs.
WTF 75k to walk dogs and be a pet sitter. Forget the fancy degrees on this subreddit, you win.
Yeah, legit had a client this weekend have an overnight trip. Paid me to stay in his multi-million-dollar house for the night and into the next day with his dogs. Got the entire guest suite to myself. Soaked in the jacuzzi tub while smoking a joint for a good hour. Got some pizza delivered and watched TV with the dogs in his media room until about 3 a.m. In total I was paid $30 per HR for 36 hours. Do that a lot. Last week another client paid me to wait at their house for 4 hours with their dog while a company came in and did their Christmas decorating. $25 per HR. It takes a while to build up a steady clientele, but once you do, you're pretty set. Working for rich people definitely has its perks. Especially since most of the time you never see them. They are always out and about and they just text you. You need to be able to pass a background check, but once they trust you, the work is steady. I had a couple a few weeks ago pay me $200 to hang out at their house while a mobile car detailer worked on some of their cars. They wanted to go play golf but needed someone to stay there and let the guy in their gate and keep an eye on him while he detailed the cars. It was about 3 hours and I spent the whole time in the living room with the dogs watching TV. Occasionally checked the security feed to see how the guy was doing. Anyone who wants to get into this just needs to get some business cards printed up. Find the closest wealthy housing area to where you live and just start putting your card under windshield wipers in shopping areas near those mansions. Within a few weeks you'll have 1 to 3 clients and you just build from there. Rich people don't want to do boring stuff. So they pay people like me to. Also check care.com. I get a lot of gigs off of there. You will need to be able to pass a background check. Wealthy people are going to want to run your info before they let you in their house. Lol.
Nice try, Mr. Collection Agent. Thank you for watching. We upload new videos every day, so be sure to come back for more fun. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video.